Old Silk Route, earlier a famous trade route that connects east to the west, is a popular tourist location of India. In this video, we are going to share a detailed 7-day long tour guide to this popular route, including budget and other booking details. If you love tranquility, then it is the right place to enjoy your vacation here in the lap of nature. Day 1. It's 4 in the morning and now we are at New Jalpaiguri railway station. Since a major part of this Silk Route tour falls under East Sikkim district and the remaining part falls under Kalimpong district of West Bengal, the easiest way to start your journey along this route is from New Jalpaiguri railway station or Bagdogra airport. Both are well connected to all other major cities of our country. From the railway station, we took our reserved car and started moving towards our first destination, Silari Gaon, a small village located in Kalimpong district of West Bengal, following the Silk Route trail. Generally, for Silk Route tour, you have to reserve a cab for the entire journey. An 8-seat car will cost approximately Rs 3,000 to 4,000 depending on the season and the road condition. Try to visit this place from November to early December or from the end of February to May, as this is the best time to enjoy the beauty of this place. On your way to Silari Gaon, first visit Ramdhura. Surrounded by dense pine forest, it is a little village from where we can enjoy the beauty of majestic Kanchenjunga. Our next destination on this route is Moonsong, another beautiful hilly village of Kalimpong district. At this place, first visit Tista River viewpoint. Once you reach there, you will see the gorgeous river Tista flowing several feet below. On every corner of this viewpoint, you will notice tiny little flowers and big trees. Next place to visit here is another scenic viewpoint on top of mountain known as Meditation Point. After visiting Meditation Point, we stopped at Debrali viewpoint and enjoyed the natural beauty here. Next, we moved towards Silari Gaon and put up for the night there. Day 2. On second day of the tour, we visited Damsang Fort. You have to trek for 30 to 45 minutes through a dense forest to reach Damsang Fort from the homestay at Silari Gaon. Once, this fort was built by the Lepcha king, but eventually it was captured by the Bhutanese first and then by the British. In time, the British rulers abandoned the place and now it is in complete ruin. You can only see the prayer hall of the ancient king and a small mountain stream that flows through the fort. It is said that the water of this stream never dries up. In the afternoon, go to visit Remiti Dara viewpoint. A short walk from the village is required to reach the place. This place is mostly popular for eye-catching views of the Himalayan mountain peaks. Enjoy an awe-inspiring sunset from this point. Day 3. On third day of the tour, first go to visit Reshikhola from Silari Gaon. It will take around an hour and a half to reach Reshikhola from Silari Gaon by car. Reshikhola is a picturesque place beside river Reshi. The place is surrounded by large green mountains and you can see gushing river Reshi flowing over the big rocks at this place. Moreover, we saw lots of colorful flowers and pretty little birds at this place. From Reshikhola, move towards another scenic waterfalls of the region, Kuekhola Waterfalls. It is a 40 minutes journey through the twisty mountain roads. The falls is located in the middle of a dense forest. You can see lots of known and unknown flowers on both sides of the road in this falls area. The view of the waterfalls rolling down the mountain needs a special mention here. Here we had our lunch at the roadside eatery. From here, go to visit nearby Aritar Lake. It is a beautiful emerald boat-shaped lake where you can enjoy boating. Visit the temple of Lord Shiva beside this lake. From Aritar Lake, go to visit the viewpoint Mankhim Top. If you have time in hand, you can trek to the top from the side of the lake. But due to time constraint, we went there by car. Here also, you have to climb few steps to reach the hilltop. There is a small temple dedicated to Lord Shiva at the top of the viewpoint. Enjoy a gorgeous view of the lake below and the surrounding pine forest from there. From Mankhim Top, go to visit Sri Vishwavinayak Mandir. It will take around half an hour to reach there. It is a Hindu temple dedicated to Lord Ganesha. The temple houses 51 forms of Lord Ganesha and the main altar has a massive 12-foot tall statue of Lord Ganesha. After completing the tour, put up for the night at the Aritar homestay. Day 4. On 4th day of your tour, first go to Rongli, from where you have to collect permit to visit Zuluk and Kuphup Lake. It will take around half an hour to reach Rongli from Aritar. This procedure takes nearly 40 minutes to an hour depending on the crowd. Generally, the cab driver will get this permit for you from the checkpost. In this interval, take a stroll to the Rongli Bazaar and enjoy some shopping before proceeding further. From Rongli, visit a picturesque village of East Sikkim, Rangpokhola. It will take around half an hour to reach Rangpokhola from Rongli. The village is situated on the banks of a small hilly river. The place offers beautiful views of the surrounding mountain peaks and the flowing river. After spending some time here, go to visit Rolep Hanging Bridge. It is a 40 minutes journey by car. There are two bridges here. One is a footbridge and the other is a motorable one. It is best to take a stroll on the footbridge and watch the stunning beauty of Rangpo River flowing below from the middle of the bridge. You can also go to the banks of the river by crossing the bridge and can spend some time there. From here, go to Agamlok. It will take around 30 to 45 minutes to reach Agamlok from Rolep Hanging Bridge. Agamlok is a scenic village of East Sikkim from where you can see the majestic Himalayan peaks. Spend the night here. Day 5. On 5th day, go to Zuluk from Agamlok. On your way, first visit another scenic village, Padamchen. The village is surrounded by forest-covered Himalayan mountains. We observe dense green forest on one side and mist-covered mountain slopes at every corner here. Another interesting thing is that here you can see lots of pretty colorful flowers. Next, go to Zuluk. The journey to Zuluk from Padamchen takes approximately 2.5 hours. A narrow, twisty mountain road leads to Zuluk. You can see tall trees on both sides of the road. At some part of this road, you can see dense fog. It will be a unique experience to travel along this foggy road. After reaching Zuluk, take a stroll around the village for some time and observe the local lives here. Spend the night at Zuluk. Day 6. On 6th day morning, first visit one of the prime locations of Old Silk Road, Thambi Viewpoint. This particular viewpoint is located 11,1200 feet above the sea level and it will take around half an hour to reach this viewpoint from Zuluk village. From this point, you will get the best view of the famous zigzag road of the Silk Route and also the snow-covered Himalayan peaks. Moving further on the Silk Route trail, next stop at Lungthang viewpoint. As we visited here on December, we observed snow at every corner of this viewpoint. Next, stop at Nathang Valley. The beauty of snow-covered Nathang Valley will leave you awestruck. A little distance ahead, visit the old Baba Mandir. It is a shrine dedicated to Baba Harbhajan Singh, who was a soldier of Indian Army. It was a place where he was posted at the time of his death. Next, we move towards Kuphup Lake. As we move further on this road, it seemed that all the mountain and valleys are covered with a thick blanket of snow. Kuphup is one of the most beautiful and sacred high-altitude lakes situated in East Sikkim. From the mountain top, the lake looks like an elephant and so it is called Elephant Lake. We saw the beautiful lake partially covered with a thin layer of snow. Moving further, go to visit New Baba Mandir, another prominent destination of East Sikkim. The place is around 56 km away from Gangtok and is close to Sommo Lake. There are three major buildings in this temple complex. First one is the main temple and in the back side there is a souvenir shop and a cafeteria where you can enjoy coffee and snacks. Next, visit Sommo Lake. Located at an altitude of 12,310 feet, Sommo or Changu is a natural glacial lake. On the lake side, there are yak riding facility. Enjoy a ride on yak's back along the banks of this lake. There is also a cafeteria called Alpine Cafeteria where you may enjoy tea and snacks. The most interesting and adventurous thing which you can enjoy here is the ropeway or cable car ride. You can reach the mountain top riding this cable car. After finishing the Songmo Lake tour, go to Gangtok. Day 7. On day 7, head back to airport or railway station for departure. The budget. In all the places of Old Silk Route except Gangtok, you will find local homestays or farm stays for accommodation. All these accommodations have basic facilities. Generally, these places are run by local people and they offer accommodation, breakfast, lunch, dinner and 2 times tea. The charges for the facility is around Rs 1,200 per person per day. The reserved car, generally 8-seater, will cost around Rs 3,000 to 4,000 per day. The hotel charges Gangtok is around Rs 2,000 for double occupancy and food will cost around Rs 500 per person per day. For total package cost and online booking links, please check the description box below. If you love this video, then please like and share it. Also, do let us know your opinion in the comment section below. Your opinion means a lot to us. Thanks for watching it.